Guess what? When the war is over, you're going to regret not stepping into the thick of it. Hey, welcome back to Uncivilized Rebirth. Today's episode is going to be about what do you do in life when everyone betrays you? And here's a place that I like to share my life experiences, the things that have got me through it, and techniques that I have developed that give me the edge mentally. When everybody betrays you, what do you do? And this doesn't happen for everybody in life. Some people in life have a good, solid family. Some people in life have people that are trustworthy. And if you're one of those people, then I would suggest you take a step back, assess it, and go thank those people for their loyalty and be very appreciative for the situation that you were in. Because there are some people in this world who are just straight up betrayed because the people around them are leeches. They basically enjoy seeing their downfall. They enjoy seeing their struggle because it gives these people something to go back to other people and talk trash about them. Or to make themselves feel holier, as in, oh, they're doing this and this. Where did I learn about this? I was betrayed by my mother. I was betrayed by my father. My half older brother betrayed me. My ex-wife, she betrayed me. And when I say that, I'm not saying something light at all. It's like very, very true, deep betrayal at the deepest level. And I had to live through that, and it's some of the most painful experiences you can imagine, where the people that you think are supposed to be there for you and love you literally take action on purpose to destroy your life, and they step back and just say nothing when they know they have betrayed you. Looking at the microphone again. That being said, I've endured that, and I know there's other people out there that have endured that, because just because we're born into a family does not mean those people are going to love us. It does not mean those people wanted us, and it doesn't mean that they are on a trajectory to be better people because they know that this youngling of a human is going to grow up and they want to do better than they were done to, or better than who they are. Which I think that's kind of part of our existence, is the next generation, we should strive to teach them better than we were taught, to put out somebody that's better than we are. And that's fully within our capability. So you're not born into a family that loves you. You've been betrayed by people that you thought that you could trust and love. And your life is destroyed because of these people. And if that's you, it is horrible. It sucks. I've been there. I've walked that road. And the lonely nights, the crying. And you know, as a man, it's okay to cry. Like, it's part of the human existence. What do you do in those times when everybody around you is just totally silent and has betrayed you, and they're just a bunch of dirty dogs and you know it, but they've been so subtle they haven't left really any evidence behind, but to you, you know it blatantly. And there's no laws because they operate in the gray areas of life where there's no laws really there to do anything about it, and they get away with it scot-free. So you're broken, you're miserable. Here's what I suggest. Right out the gate. It's easy to run to alcohol, it's easy to run to pills, and it's easy to run to other mind-altering substances, and there's a plethora of them out there. Why not run to those? Well, it feels good, you have a good time, and while you're in that state, everything's hunky-dory. But the law, I guess that's the law of entropy, all things tend towards disorder. So while we're having a ball up here in the brain, the world around us is still collapsing and still deteriorating. It's like you have dishes in the sink or clothes need to be folded and put away, and you're gooned out and you're sitting there watching TV and eating junk food or whatever. The laundry still needs to be done. The dishes still need to be done. I'll say this because that's like your 50-meter target. Like on your outside perimeter, you have all the people that betrayed you, but then you get to the point where you're just pulled in and you're just like a little hermit. Like, this is my space and this is where I'm going to stay because I feel safe. Here's the things. Instead of running to those support substances, which will only delay your feelings because you have to walk through those feelings. You can't ignore them forever. That's just the truth. Like, the faster you step through those emotions and feel them, the sooner you're going to be on your path of being more solid instead of pushing the emotions to the side. And the sooner you take action in these times, the easier it will be to take action when times are not as hard. But some of us only take action when things are crumbling. But hey, it's hard to take action when things are going good. But if you're disciplined enough to take action when things are crumbling, that'll carry you through it. So here's what I suggest. Like, keep it simple. When you're in dire straits, and you might be in that right now, and I hope whoever you are, I don't hope you're in that situation, but I hope you're seeking some guidance. Do your laundry, wash your dishes, drink plenty of water, and try to exercise. Go walking, do something. Don't just bed rot. But doing your laundry, checking your mail, taking your trash out, cleaning your bathroom, do those small things. It is easy not to, and they pile up. But when your space is cluttered and filthy in your immediate living zone as a hermit, then it gets overwhelming. It's hard to focus. It's like it's more you will want to ignore, and it will continue to pile up. You'll almost live in your own refuse. That's not a good thing. Next, make your bed in the morning. Because when you come home, if you have to go out and do an errand, or you go to work, you come back, whatever you go do, and you come back at the end of the day, it feels so much better to walk into a made bed. And if you do nothing else that day, it's like, oh, I got one dang thing done. Right when you get up, make your bed. Take your trash out. Like I said, the small chores, if you don't do them, they add up. And it makes things worse. Next, get a piece of paper and a pen. And I did this myself. Write down everything that you know how to do. Whether it's change a tire, hook up a washing machine, lay floorboard, do your taxes, know how to navigate a Zoom call, just any task that you know. Clean the bathroom very well. I know how to make a bed very well. I know how to tie my shoes. I know how to use a wrench. I know how to blah, blah, blah. Literally, just start doing that. It may sound simple, and it may sound kind of dumb, but what you get at the end of that list is somebody that has a lot of capabilities. Because when you're down in the dumps and people have treated you like trash, and they're talking crap about you, and they're trying and actively working for your downfall, you see that list, and behind that list is a capable person, and that capable person is you. And when you start building confidence in yourself, you start becoming somebody that you yourself can trust. Because if you can't trust you, why is somebody else going to? And when nobody else is around, you must be the one person that you can trust. Because your body is here to serve your soul. Your soul is here to serve other people. And if you let everything go all to, just to whatever you want to call it, Hades, then you're not going to be able to serve yourself, and you're not going to be able to serve other people. So make that list. Put it up somewhere. Beside that list, write out a list of your major issues, or let's call them hurdles that you have in life. I need to go to court. I need to pay this bill. This is broken, or this needs to be fixed, or this. And then start thinking about it and look at your capabilities list. If you're able to learn all those other tasks and skills, you're able to learn how to navigate these other tasks and pick up new skills. And it's not easy when you're in the middle of a battle and you're defeated, but it's a war. Your life is a war. You don't get to have one victory in a battle and be done, because you're going to lose battles, and you're going to lose battles, and you're going to lose battles, and you're going to keep losing. But guess what? What if you lose 10 battles in a row and the war is 800 battles long? Well, guess what? You have 790 more battles to plan for. I mean, are you just going to sit on the sidelines and never even enter the battle? Guess what? When the war is over, you're going to regret not stepping into the thick of it. Because the reason I know that is because when I went to the war and I got back from war, and over the years I met people that avoided the war, in my heart I was like, man, if I had avoided this war, I could have never lived with myself. And I tested my mettle, and I know what I'm made of, and they will never know what they're made of. Ever. So when you step into the war by choice, you are way up here in a high percentile where there's masses of people that would never even step into that. So if you're defeated from a battle, that's the way it goes. Like, you lose battles. It's gonna happen because you get sneak attacked. But you need to assess your gear and you need to assault back through. And through this, assaulting through is finding out what you're capable of. Looking at all your skills, finding out what new skill you need to learn. Next, this is something that I found stupid and silly when I was younger. And I was like, this is the dumbest crap I've ever heard of. Affirmations in the mirror. At first, it was like, oh, it's hard to look at yourself in the mirror. It's hard to give yourself a compliment. Subconsciously, you're seeing another human look at you. Like, logically, you know it's a mirror, but your subconscious is seeing another human. And if you say kind, encouraging words, your subconscious is receiving that message. Even if at first you're rejecting it, you keep doing it. And eventually you will start receiving that message, and it will start being embedded deep into your core of not necessarily your identity, but just of like this running dialogue through your mind. Because it takes about 2 seasons being unplugged from what you were programmed to live or what your life was to start changing the way you operate and the way you conduct yourself, and for your brain to kind of start morphing and adapting to the new situation. Because humans, their stories, survival stories, where it's like young 16-year-old German girl, forgot what survival book it was. Her parents were very wealthy. She wrecked in somewhere in South America, and she survived for weeks. She was a 16-year-old schoolgirl with no survival skills, and she survived and was rescued. She was beat up. Like, she had like bugs implanted in her skin, larvae, ate up with the mosquitoes, just emaciated, but she made it. So if a kid can make it through that, you can make it through what you're going through. So looking in the mirror, this is what I want you to say. Look in your right eye, and I say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say it 3 times, and look in your left eye and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I missed that 3rd finger pop up. Got it. Do that every time you pass that mirror. Every time. If you just have to pop your head back in, say it. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And then cap it off with this. You're doing great. I mean, hey, sometimes we get thrown in situations that we're totally unprepared for. And if you stand back up and you step into it, you are doing great. If you haven't thrown in the towel, you are doing great. Because sometimes when we're given our 100% can be actually maybe just like 30% of our full capacity. Because when we take a hit and a defeat, we're way down here with our energy levels and with our motivation. So your full capacity may be up here, but given your best in those tough times, maybe 30%, but that's still your best. And when you start telling yourself this, being your own coach, just like, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're doing great, you start believing it. And you start believing it. Because here's what sucks. It's like, we want to be loved. Like, it doesn't suck that we want to be loved, but we want to be loved. We want to be cared for. We want to be needed. But when we're betrayed by the people we think we can trust the most, we are betrayed by the people that love us, and we realize they don't love us. We realize they don't need us, and they don't want us around. The truth is, people are evil. We are comprised of good and evil. We all have that capacity, but some people step onto that evil side, and they embrace that. So you have to be the one to be telling yourself these good things, that you are loved. Like, legitimately, you are loved. Like, that's hands down. Like, you are cared for. I personally like the underdog. I root for the underdog because you get somebody has a full team. They're just having life laid out on a silver platter. They only have to give about 70% just to knock it out of the park, and everybody like, woo, you're amazing. But the underdog has to give 110% just to meet that person's 75%. But imagine if that person that only had to give 75% to do great with that team actually gave 110%. Then they knew what it was to really give, to really push. But when you're the underdog and you're in a defeated mode, just to get up sometimes and make that bed, just taking the trash out, just brushing your teeth is a huge victory. Also, shower. Don't forget self-care. You need to take care of your body. Shower, brush your teeth, clip your fingernails. Because when you start letting all of this go and not taking care of this body, your overall morale starts to plummet. So, let's look at this. Do your laundry. Take your trash out. Do your dishes. Make your bed. Brush your teeth. Take showers. Clip your fingernails. Fold your laundry. Here's a big thing. When you do your laundry, don't let it pile up. Fold it. That is a discipline. It is not easy, but it feels much nicer to put on clothes that are not wrinkled. And when you step out the door, you are more presentable. So, also fold your laundry. Make a list of all your skills and what you're good at. Make that list. Then make a list of your obstacles. And then do your affirmations in the mirror. Look in the mirror and just be like, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. You're doing great. And trust me, it feels silly at first, but eventually it's something that you'll miss. You'll jump in the bathroom, you'll step out, and you're like, wait a second. You pop your head back in and you say it, because eventually it starts feeling good. And then you start being somebody that doesn't need anybody else's validation, and you validate yourself. And when you do that, you start taking your power back, and you become stronger than you can possibly imagine. So, today, don't quit. Don't skip the war. You will regret it. And all these other people, millions of other people, will be lined up out there because they skipped the war. But you will be the one that chose to step into it. And you may have been defeated like 10, 20 times, like I said, but you still have 800 more battles to go. So that means even in your defeat, you can keep getting stronger. You may have to face 10 more defeats before you get a victory. But once you get that victory, you know what it takes to get the next victory and the next victory. Because if you keep striving and keep pushing, you're not going to get defeated forever. It just cannot happen. It cannot happen. And you're taking the high road too. You're not ambushing people. You're focusing on yourself, on your 50-meter targets, what needs to be taken care of. And when you do that, it will give you purpose. And then I have some more things. When you start getting your footing, I'll probably share in the next video. I hope this helps. Do not quit and step into the war. Roadhouse, spiritual hard. Yeah.